To write a Nordic Noir novel, you would first need to familiarize yourself with the genre and its conventions. Nordic Noir, also known as Scandinavian Noir, is a subgenre of crime fiction that originated in Scandinavia and is characterized by dark, gritty, and atmospheric stories set in small communities with a high sense of social realism. Some common themes include corruption, crime, and moral ambiguity. Here are some steps you could take to write a Nordic Noir novel. 1. Research the genre. Read as many Nordic Noir novels as you can to get a sense of the style, themes, and conventions of the genre. 2. Create a compelling plot. Develop a plot that keeps readers engaged and on the edge of their seats. The story should have a strong sense of social realism and should focus on crime and corruption. 3. Develop complex and flawed characters. Create characters that are morally ambiguous and have their own motivations, which drive the story. 4. Set the story in a small community. Choose a small, tight-knit community as the setting for the story. This will help to create a sense of claustrophobia and tension. 5. Pay attention to the atmosphere. Use descriptive language to create a dark and gritty atmosphere that reflects the themes of the story. 6. Revise and edit your work. Once you have finished writing your novel, revise and edit your work to refine the plot, characters, and atmosphere. Remember that writing a novel requires a lot of time, patience, and hard work. You will likely have to go through multiple drafts before you are satisfied with the final version. A compelling plot is one that keeps readers engaged and invested in the story. It should be well structured, with a clear beginning, middle, and end, and it should have a sense of momentum that propels the story forward. Here are some elements that can make a plot more compelling. 1. High stakes. The stakes for the characters should be high, whether it's a matter of life and death, or something more personal, such as a character's reputation or relationships. 2. Conflict. There should be a clear conflict that the characters must resolve, whether it's a crime that needs to be solved, or a personal struggle that the characters must overcome. 3. Suspense and tension. There should be a sense of tension and suspense that keeps the reader guessing and on the edge of their seat. 4. Twists and turns. Introduce unexpected twists and turns that keep the reader guessing and keep the story unpredictable. 5. Complex and flawed characters. The characters should be complex and flawed, with their own motivations and desires that drive the story. 6. Themes. The story should have a clear theme or message that resonates with the readers and makes them think about the world in a different way. 7. Setting. The setting of the story can be used to add an extra layer of complexity and atmosphere to the story, and make it more interesting. 8. Pacing. The pacing of the story should be well structured to keep the reader engaged and invested in the story. Ultimately, a compelling plot is one that tells a unique and interesting story that keeps readers engaged and invested in the story from start to finish.